Good morning. This presentation is about human immunity, which is how the body resists infections. In this presentation, we're going to talk about immunity. Well, we will discuss the different type of immunity, non-specific immunity, also known as innate immunity, and specific or adaptive immunity. We will also look at hypersensitivity, self-recognition, and tolerance to own tissue, autoimmune disorder, and also discuss the concept of vaccination. There are two types of microorganisms. There are the friendly microorganisms that are found in the body, in part of the body, such as the mouth or the intestine. These microorganisms do not cause disease. Part of the body. The microorganisms that cause diseases are found in our environment, and these are bacteria or viruses, which are the most abundant type. We also have fungi and parasites. These microorganisms enter the bodies through either via direct contact, person to person, for example, mothers passing an infection to an unborn baby, or sexual contact, or indirect contact, which is, for example, ingestion of contaminated food, or insect transmission. Malaria, for example, is transmitted to human through this way. The body has three lines of defenses. The two first lines of defenses are non-specific. It is also known as innate immunity. It is present at birth and has the same response to all pathogens and do not involve any memory. It is a physical, a chemical barrier against infection. First line of defense involve healthy skin, helpful enzymes, mucous membrane, and its secretion. The second line of defense or inflammatory response involves inflammation and a number of things that happen during the inflammation. The skin is part of the first line of defense. It's the external covering of the body, thus providing a physical barrier against invasion. It is made of three layers of stratified epithelium. The hypodermis is the deeper layer, followed by the dermis and the epidermis. The epidermis is the outer layer offering the protection. It is a tough protective layer made of keratinized dead cells which are renewed on a regular basis, helping in the removal of microbes. The skin offers the body protection against direct entry of harmful substances and microbes, as well as blocking ionized and solar radiations. It also helps in temperature regulation. The mucous membranes line surfaces such as the nose, the ears, the sinuses, the mouth, the throat, the gastrointestinal tracts, or the vaginal tracts. The mucous membranes have secretion that act as an effective defense against infection. Mucous and cilia in the respiratory tract, for example, help trap microbes and dirt. The low pH of the stomach destroy harmful bacteria, and also regular emptying of the bladder has a flushing effect. Tears contains lysosome, antibacterial enzyme that protects against the eyes against infection. Saliva also have antibacterial enzymes. Here is a diagram of a summary of the first line of defense. The second line of defense of the inflammatory response. During inflammation, blood vessels leak fluid into the tissue, causing swelling. Immune cell cause phagocytes, which are neutrophil and macrophage, are attracted to the site of injury. The phagocyte will eat germs and damage cells in a process called phagocytosis. There will then be a formation of pus from the collection of dead tissue, bacteria, and phagocytes. Fever and increase in body temperature helps the immune system work faster and inhibit bacteria growth. Blood proteins such as complement protein are activated and move to the site of injury. Cytokines such as interferon and monokines are released by the immune cells and enhance the immune system response. Neutrophils are phagocytes. They are the most abundant or white blood cell. The inflammation response stops when the infection or injury is healed. Here we have the stages of phagocytosis. The macrophage engulf the dead cell or microbe into a vesicle called the phagosome, which will then fuse with another vesicle containing digestive enzymes called a lysosome to form a phagolysosome in order to disintegrate the contents of a phagosome. And then they will get rid of a debris. Here also is a diagram of the inflammatory response.